Well, welcome everyone. I'm going to start. Once it gets up, then we'll be good to go. But welcome to the 2025 Praxis Award in Professional Ethics here at Villanova University. And if you're here for the very first time on this campus, you're very, very welcome. And if you're here some of the time, you're indeed very welcome. And if you're here all of the time, like some of us, you're very welcome to this place. I'm honored to serve as the director of the Ethics Program in the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, and tonight I serve as the chair of the selection committee for this award and as the MC. I'm thrilled that you're here to celebrate with us the great work that animates the life of our award recipient, Sister Mary Scullion. So I was going to direct your attention to the screen, but I can't do that, apparently. So I'm going to ad-lib here. I'd like to thank the members of the Praxis Award Selection Committee who represent all the 5 colleges and the law school here at Villanova. If they could please stand. I wasn't going to make you do this, but now the tech's not working, so please stand. Okay. I also want to recognize my colleagues in the ethics program with whom it's an honor to create the academic community that we are building. So if all my ethics faculty could please stand, please. Brett has to get up multiple times. And then lastly, the members of the Ethics Program Advisory Council, many of whom are here, some of whom received this award in the past. Your support for our efforts here is deeply appreciated. So if I could ask all the members of that advisory council to please stand. That includes you, Adele. And Brett. You got to stand up. So thank you all. Thank you all. So let's begin with a few words from Dean Adele Lindenmeyer, William and Julia Molden, Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences.
Good evening, everyone. I think while we're waiting for the technology to work, I can tell you my life story. So, I was born in Brooklyn, New York, the eldest child of Robert and Lee Linden. No, I'll spare you that. Thank you for that night's introduction, and it's always really a pleasure to come and open this event. I can speak slowly, correct? The ethics program is such an essential part of Villanova University in general, but the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences in particular. I, myself, in my college experience, didn't have the opportunity to take courses in ethics, and I find it's one of the things that I miss as I look at what we offer our undergraduates here at Villanova. The centrality of the ethics program is founded really on our belief that the study of ethics and the articulation of values are at the heart of every human endeavor and play a central role in our lives, consciously or unconsciously, but really better to have it be conscious rather than unconscious. The ethics program, as you may know, reached a milestone last year, its 25th anniversary, and Dr. Mark Dorley has served as the program director for most of those 25 years, leading a group of very talented and dedicated ethics faculty. So hats off to you, Dr. Dorley. In fact, he created the Praxis Award in 2007, and since then it has recognized and celebrated the exceptional work of some truly amazing individuals, including today's honoree, Sister Mary Scullion. I am a longtime resident of Philadelphia and the Philadelphia region, and nobody who's lived in Philadelphia for very long does not know the name of Sister Mary and her amazing creation project, Home. I'm anxious, as I'm sure you are, to hear from her herself about this truly innovative, pioneering endeavor. Everybody deserves a home. Everybody deserves a decent home. And thanks to Sister Mary, many more people have a home than ordinarily would. Before we hear from her, however, it is always a pleasure to come before Father Peter Donahue. He's next, right?
No, he's up. No, I'm not talking.
He's not talking. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. He can talk, though. He can talk at the drop of a hat. But okay, good for you. All right. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Dean Lindemeyer. I appreciate your constant support of this award and also the ethics program more generally. So as Dean Lindemeyer pointed out, we inaugurated this award in 2007 to honor and celebrate professionals and academics who exemplify the highest moral ideals of their profession, and there have been extraordinary people who spent time with us, and some of them are here with us tonight. People from the Villanova community nominate individuals, and a committee representative of the university do the often difficult discernment work to select a recipient. I thank my colleagues who serve in that committee. And I also can't go very far. This is where I wish I had my slides. I can't go very far without acknowledging how we're able to put something like this on. The ethics program has been the recipient of two very generous donations from past alumni. William T. Dunn, class of 55, which of course is way before the ethics program was even thought of, has given a gift, an endowed fund. And the John T. McLaughlin, MD, Faculty Fellowship in Ethics. Both of those make this night possible, so I want to thank and acknowledge them. And I also want to thank, before we get to the business at hand, Peggy Elder, who is totally... First of all, Peggy nominated Sister Mary, so this is her nominee. So I told her I have to mention her. But also she's responsible for all the details of making this happen. And I also want to recognize Raquel Usu. Raquel's here, right? Or is it? Not yet, she's coming. And Jared Alasay, who greeted you at the door. They're both work studies in ethics. All right. So it's our custom at this ceremony to ask associates of the recipient, and Sister Mary doesn't know this is happening, to offer reflections on the work and the impact of the honoree, and we're going to do that today. I would like to, and I didn't even check if she's here, so I'm assuming she's here. Is Joan here? Joan McConnon? Okay, so first we're going to hear from Miss Joan McConnon, who worked with Sister Mary at Project Home. Joan?
Are you sweating, Mary? I'm so grateful to be here tonight as we honor my dear friend, Sister Mary Scullion, for her lifelong commitment to building God's kingdom here on earth. As I've reflected on the past 36 years of working alongside Mary and our colleagues at Project Home, Alphonse, David, Bernadette, and others, I've come to understand that Mary's been blessed with many amazing gifts and talents. However, 3 of those many gifts that Mary has so generously shared with all of us stand out to me above all the rest. The first is Mary's boundless capacity for unconditional love. Mary has responded to God's call to lead with love, tenderness, and kinship with a resounding yes. Her life's work has been centered on building a beloved community where every person is seen and treasured for who they are as God's unique creation. In the words of Father Greg Boyle, inclusion is God. Mary's life has been about encountering, drawing in, and allowing the goodness that lies in each of us to flourish. Mary's deep trust in God has manifested in her fearless pursuit of justice, especially for those who are poor, marginalized, and without a permanent place to call home. She takes to heart God's call to act with mercy and seek justice. Because of Mary's vision, tenacity, brilliance, and fearlessness, thousands within our community have been able to fulfill their dreams for themselves and their families. Finally, and perhaps most profound, is Mary's gift to ignite the goodness and the God-likeness that stirs in all of us, that encourages us to listen to the Holy Spirit and respond to the deep call to build God's kingdom by welcoming the stranger, feeding the hungry, visiting the sick and imprisoned, and sheltering the homeless. We are all called to lead with love and build relationships with one another. We are one body, and when any part of that body is harmed, we are all diminished. Today, when our leaders are calling us to dehumanize our fellow sisters and brothers, to remain silent out of fear of retribution, and to accept those actions which deeply violate our values and morals, Mary's life is a prophetic call for a different way to lead and live. While I have no doubt Mary appreciates the acknowledgement of her life's work tonight, I suspect that she would tell us that much remains to be done, and that the greatest way to honor her is to leave this celebration tonight recommitted to the work of building a more just, compassionate, inclusive, and welcoming community. In closing, I'd like to offer an excerpt from Cardinal John Dearden's prayer for Oscar Romero that I believe truly reflects Mary's life. We accomplish in our lifetime only a tiny fraction of the magnificent enterprise that is God's work. It may be incomplete, but it is a beginning, a step along the way, an opportunity for the Lord's grace to enter and to do the rest. We cannot do everything, and there is a sense of liberation in realizing that. This enables us to do something and to do it very well. Congratulations to my dear friend, Sister Mary Scullion, and thank you for planting the seeds that will continue to grow with deep integrity and with great love.
Thank you, Joan. So I want to welcome now Mr. David Brown to offer some remarks. Mr. Brown's been here with Sister Mary since 3 o'clock this afternoon, meeting with undergraduate students. He is a current resident and an employee of Project Home.
Good afternoon. Thank you for allowing me to share, and thank you for inviting me. I was so overwhelmed when I heard that I was nominated to speak to my lovely friend, Sister Mary. This is something I've been wanting to say to her in front of people, but I never got the opportunity to, but I'm gonna say it now. But I really love you, Mary. I really love you. I love you for all that you do and all that you have inspired others to do. Each day when I pray that the Lord has the statement that Sister Mary started. None of us are home till all of us are home. I was homeless for 25 years, living on the street. And this woman has brought me into Project Homes. And since then, I have a 3rd grade real level, 9th grade math level, and I run a store called Homespun Boutique. I never looked like this. This is all thanks to her role model, showing me how to lead, how to do, and what to do, and how to do it. This is the love that I'm talking about that she puts in every day from her Lord and from her when she carries herself. She really has this vision that none of us are home till all of us are home. And I agree with that. From sleeping on concrete and boxes and grass for 25 years, now I get to sleep in a queen-size bed. I get to wear clothes. I had a beard down to here. I stunk, I smell. But this is a whole new vision I got through Project Homes. And the main thing is the power of we. Because we can't do any of this without we. And she understands the we. And I want all of y'all to be part of the we. And I am just so honored that Sister Mary is getting this award, because I couldn't think of no one who deserved this award more better than her, except for maybe Joan McCullough who helped her, but still, you know, them two together, it's like a tag team. You know, you can't be beat. Tag team championships, you know, they can't be beat. But my main goal is, Mary, I love you, and I thank you for all that you do for homelessness and all that you do for people in society, period. Mary, I love you, and I love what you do, and I'm going to continue. Every morning I get up, I continue to pray that we keep on this vision that we have, that none of us are home till all of us are home. So thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you, Mr. Brown. Thanks to these friends and colleagues of Sister Mary for your amazing words. And now I want to invite Elena Paulino Fernandez and Maria Abraham to come forward. These young women, soon to be graduates of Villanova University, are the senior co-chairs of the Hunger and Homelessness Awareness Group in the Center for Peace and Justice Education. They will introduce our honored guest.
Hello. Good evening, everyone. My name is Elena Paulino.
And my name is Maria Abraham.
So we are the senior head chairs for the Hunger and Homelessness Awareness Week Committee at Villanova, and we have been given the privilege of introducing the recipient of this year's Praxis Award, Sister Mary Scullion. When Sister Mary Scullion was a college student like us, she decided to join the Sisters of Mercy, with whom she began her ministry for the homeless and encountered with women who had nowhere to go. She took Pedro Rupe's words to the heart when he said, "If there's hunger anywhere in the world, the Eucharist is incomplete everywhere in the world." Inspired by these words, she concluded that indifference to the poor is not an option.
Bolstered by this call and her own personal experience spent in the shoes of the homeless, Sister Mary Scullion went on to co-found Women of Hope, which provides support and resilience for mentally ill women, and the Outreach Coordination Center, which was the first program to systemically provide housing and shelter for those with special needs. In 1988, Sister Mary co-founded her most notable project, Project Home, with the guiding mission, "None of us are home until all of us are home." Project Home provides housing, employment, education, and healthcare to chronically homeless and low-income individuals. Through its resources and advocacy, this organization is breaking down the cycles of homelessness and poverty that many fall victim to, creating hope and change for eradicating these issues. Raising millions of dollars, her efforts have provided resources for thousands, and have built a formidable solution for homelessness and poverty. As students who have worked to raise advocacy and combat these same issues, Sister Mary Scullion is a light of inspiration who has demonstrated that small steps can lead to monumental change. Through her unwavering commitment to equity and social justice, she has shown the power that those of us with a voice have to stand for the voiceless. In our own experience working with those who experience homelessness and poverty by visiting shelters like Breaking Bread and even having our own solidarity sleepouts, something super important that we've learned is that it's not about just speaking for those who face these issues, but standing in solidarity with them. Only when we understand and experience what they experience can we truly know what these issues entail. And on a similar vein, Sister Mary Scullion demonstrates that understanding, empathy, fortitude, fearlessness, humility, and grace can break boundaries and shift the tide on issues that seem unsolvable. Her strength in the face of adversity stands as a testament to the resilience and determination that is needed to tackle the systemic issues of hunger, homelessness, and poverty.
Sister Mary Scullion's example demonstrates that with tenacity and community, lasting change is possible. She gives hope to all of us that we can make a difference if we fight hard enough and long enough for the dignity of each and every person. Though it may seem like an uphill battle, there is strength in each of us to advocate for our brothers and sisters who struggle beside us every day. Sister Mary, thank you for all that you have done and the role model you are for all of us. You help us believe that our efforts have worth and that each action we take for those who are suffering from homelessness and poverty can catalyze change. And with that, we proudly call up Sister Mary.
So it's my pleasure to present this award to Sister Mary. There is a stipend that comes along, but it's still working its way through the Byzantine process at Villanova, so it'll eventually get to you. But we got this little token, we thought, as a memory of your time with us, and it reads, the Praxis Award in Professional Ethics, Sister Mary Scullion, in recognition of her commitment to professional integrity, presented this second day of April 2025, the Ethics Program at Villanova University.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Dr. Doorley. I am truly overwhelmed and honored to be with all of you tonight. I'm especially deeply touched by Joan's way too generous comments and David's and the two young women that are students here. It just gives me so much hope for our future and for our community. I'm also deeply honored to be here with Father Donohue, amazing president of Villanova University, and also to Dean Lindenmeyer. Thank you so much as well. It's full of surprises tonight. So another surprise is I didn't realize that Lou Ruley, who was one of my heroes and has just made such an incredible contribution to social justice in Philadelphia through his work at Community Legal Services and Penn Law School, also a past recipient, is here. Lou, you're the best, okay? And also Barbara Laker and Wendy Ruderman, who are two Pulitzer Prize winners at the Inquirer, who have worked tirelessly among so many other columnists and writers at the Inquirer that really do give voice to injustice and as well as hope in our community. They are just outstanding writers, reporters, women who speak truthfully and speak up for what's right. So I'm so honored again to be among the recipients like Wendy and Barbara and Lou. So I don't know if Wendy and Barbara are here.
Right here.
Oh, cool. Okay, great. My eyes. Okay. So thank you. I'm also deeply moved by Villanova's commitment to blending intellectual integrity with social concern and ethics, and Villanova's mission to be a catalyst to nurture the common good and to foster responsible and productive citizenship in order to build a just and peaceful world. And if the students that I've met tonight, including the two young women that just spoke, and the other students that David and Alfonso and I were privileged to talk with earlier, are any indication about the lasting impact of Villanova's education, our world is full of hope. These young women and men, especially women, are remarkable, and so dedicated to pursuing justice and peace in our world and in our communities. And this is so critically important now, obviously, more than ever. This mission at Villanova is much needed. It's an assertion of hope as we seek to bring about healing, peace, and wholeness to our society. My greatest instructors in ethics, a concern for the common good, and a vision for a just and hospitable society has been the members of the Project Home community. They include women and men who have experienced homelessness and struggled with addiction and mental illness. And our staff and volunteers, our philanthropists and supporters. I am grateful for the many ways that they say no to a world of injustice, violence, and dehumanization, and say yes by their daily actions and commitment to a world that is marked by compassion, hospitality, community, and human dignity. Each day, the Project Home community encourages us to envision, proclaim, and work for a world which reflects God's own loving healing and being, and manifests what Dr. Martin Luther King called the Beloved Community, a community where all people are welcomed and valued. This evening, I am joined by some of my most cherished colleagues and friends who have made the work and mission of Project Home, which has already been said, but I'm going to say it one more time. None of us are home until all of us are home, a reality. And I'd like to introduce them. Some of our trustees, Claire Reichland and John Connors, who have been remarkable leaders and philanthropists. Key leaders of the Project Home community, Alfonso Geiger and David Brown. My sister in Mercy, Kathleen Sullivan, and a beloved and noted civic and business leader and amazing philanthropist, Harold Honigman. And of course, my cherished friend and co-founder of Project Home, who is, as you got to see earlier, the most remarkable woman I know, Joan McConnon. The Praxis Award inspires us towards mercy, compassion, and justice because we recognize that we are bound together as one human family by God's love. We become more fully human when we enter the mystery of suffering through proximity with those on the margins, and with God's grace, tap into the miracles of healing and transformation, working together to build that beloved community. We have enormous opportunity and privilege. We must make a choice to use our privilege and our status and our resources to serve the common good and enhance justice and compassion in our society and world. Thank you. It's a privilege to accept this Praxis Award on behalf of all of those who act with mercy and seek justice each and every day. Thank you.